Sitting in the darkness, my heart beats all alone. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you. It's no laughing matter. It's no use to cry. They run you through the ringer. They hang you out to dry. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you. The reason that I say you are my addiction, you're my everything. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you. I run to you.
Is damn cool. It's David Vidal, and with us today here on the program. That is a well-produced, well-put-together song, sir. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's Jerry Peters.
There's a hell of a lot happening in that song for the 4 minutes. In Connor's music, there's a hell of a lot going on storyline wise. In that song, there's a hell of a lot of things going on instrument wise. Yeah. Wow, that is cool. So, how many instruments on there did you play, and how many did?
Oh, I played guitar and sang on that particular one. And Jerry Peterson, who produced the album, played the sax. His main instrument is sax. He's like a session sax guy.
That's cool.
He did the sax stuff on Betty Davis Eyes. You remember that?
Wow!
He got the call when Eric Clapton and J.J. Cale did J.J.'s last album. You know, yeah, he's
wow.
Serious. And but he plays bass on that particular. He played electric bass on.
Yeah.
But he played. It's actually a keyboard bass. You know, generally. But Jerry actually plays sax parts live with two saxes. He plays one out of each.
Wow.
I was like
Yeah.
That sounded like two tracks on top of each other. That
Yeah,
was
it is, and he's like a human sax section. He gets up there. Seriously, he plays like 2 saxes. Yeah.
I like that. That's super cool.
Yeah. So he's
Wow.
a monster. It's really a joy to work with.
Wow.
A piece of work is my grandmother.
A piece of work.
Yeah.
That's right.
She is.
Haven't heard that term in a while.
Love Jerry Peterson.
Now, how much of this CD was he involved with? Was
He
pretty
produced the whole thing. And actually,
Yeah.
like I was saying before, we sometimes play together in a band at the Oyster House in Studio City, which is in the Valley.
That's cool.
And he just said, I've got some time, come over and let's record some stuff. He's got a, studio in the garage. It's not much fancier than your setup here.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's any fancy. Maybe that's why I feel at home.
Oh my! If you would have seen our setup in Salina, Kansas, this looks. This is a hell of a lot nicer.
Well, you got
the
some
equipment
good
works.
now, yeah.
Our setup in Salina, wow, we
Right.
had a couple computers.
Right.
I had Ross the boss, the rabble rousing ringleader, right over there,
Right.
and he had his little laptop. Then we had some mics,
Right.
but this setup, I am proud to say I've spent. Well, I shouldn't say thousands of dollars. I should say a couple $100. But I bought everything off eBay, and and we pieced things together, and it's actually a pretty cool little setup. And we've been on Radio Xenu for an entire year, which is a feat for me because most radio stations I get kicked off of within a year. So we managed to stay around.
I think you got a great show.
Are you a Scientologist, Jiggy, by the way?
Scientologist. I tried to interview a
Is that- is that where we
Scientologist
got
in
Xenu from?
Wichita one
Oh,
time.
you did? Ooh, scary.
Yeah, and that was
we got the Xenu from that. Did we get the Lord Xenu thing from?
Lord Teeny.
You
What?
said Lord Xenu.
Lord Xenu,
Yeah,
Radio
That's
Xenu.
from the Scientology belief.
Oh, okay, I did not know that. I
You
just
know
thought
that,
it was a
really?
radio station that
The
broadcasted
belief
my
was
show every Sunday.
Indian Lord Xenu. That's their daughter.
I don't get into it here.
It's a crazy cult. Crazy, dangerous cult. Do not join it.
You don't like
Don't join
Scientology
Army,
either?
don't join Scientology either. Well, go ahead, Dave.
Well, no, you're down on Scientology and the Army.
That's terrible.
That's
Bad egg.
terrible.
I'm gonna get shot.
I'm American.
Bad eggs.
America!
Yeah. I'm doing good things.
Hey, you got the
I
right
like
to have
having
fun.
fun.
Get some beer.
Pride, John Lennon.
That's right.
I like Frank Zappa. I like music.
Oh, you're a big fan of
I like
Zappa.
love. Oh yeah. That's the king
Yeah,
of rock and roll.
you are a big
I
fan of
love
the
it.
Zappa.
Hendrix and Zappa were the kings of rock and roll that changed music forever. Zappa changed everything forever. He's a very political person too. Sarcastic, social commentary. Yeah.
Now, Kevin, do you have
I got one more.
got one more for
A
us?
masterpiece. I played this song for years, but I remixed it.
Because I know that song that you played a couple months ago when you were here last about Pip from Radio Xenu, I know he plays that on his show like every week from what I've heard.
Oh, which song?
You wrote something about Pip. I don't even remember what the hell that song was.
It's been so many times.
He was gonna make up a song. Let me explain this to everybody, and
Well,
Connor
Aaron,
and David. He said that he was gonna do a song, but he needed a name, and so I'm like,
God bless you.
Pip from Radio Xenu, and he's like, who's Pip? And I said, he's the program director of Radio Xenu, and he's like, okay. So he made up a song, and Pip clipped it out of our Sunday show and plays it on his show every once in a while. And people love the hell out of it, so
That's right. He's got to ask you.
I'll give him the address.
he's got to ask
He
it.
does.
See, this is the
You
thing.
cannot just take somebody's song and then play it. It's the whole
They do it.
digital bullshit.
They
road
do
trip. You cannot just take my
Break
song
down
and
those.
play it on your fucking radio station. I'll slash your tires, Pip. Don't play it, man.
Dave
I don't
said-
even know you. I don't care.
Dave said-
Don't fucking play it without
David
asking
Vidal
me.
needs to. David Vidal. He is. You told me something one time about how you taught a course one time about, was it guitars or something?
I don't
About how you did something at like a library or something. You did like a presentation on stringed instruments or something.
Oh, yeah. History of slide guitar.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need to do an entire either a book series, books on tape, or a presentation on the music business.
On the music business.
Because
if people are doing it wrong.
Because we talked about the not getting paid.
Yeah.
And compared that to people mowing lawns.
Right. And people don't understand intellectual copyright anymore. So if you wrote a song, even if you made it up sitting on the sofa right there, it's yours. You own it because you didn't assign it to anybody else. So it's like somebody taking your anything. It's like somebody taking your guitar. If you could digitalize it, go, I like that guitar, I'll take it, I'll play it. And not ask. All they got to do is ask. If they just ask, Kevin, could I use that song? You'd say, sure, of course you can. But ask.
Awesome.
Don't just take it, you know?
Yes.
Like when people are taking these stupid things on their phones, you know, they're taking a video,
oh.
You know, and it shows up on YouTube. Ask, you moron. I don't want to, you know. Seriously, just ask.
One of my good friends, Joseph Vincelli, who's a jazz guy out of Dallas, Texas. He cannot. That's his one pet peeve is people taking the video. He did a performance.
I don't mind them taking it for themselves. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But when they plop it on YouTube,
exactly.
It's like and so you Google something. You Google me, and I'm sitting there with a freaking thing out around my nose, and you know, it's like with a horrible background, like you know, and it's like could you just ask and let me look at it, see if it's okay?
Because Joseph, he did a thing in Salina at the Smoky Hill River Festival. Which, by the way, if there's a way to get you into the Smoky Hill River Festival, David, we need to make that happen. In Salina. You would be perfect there. He did a concert there one year, and he'd never been there before. It was his first time there, and I'd done some interviews with him and talked to him on the phone, knew him for a couple years, and he shows up, and everybody starts. He does this. He does jazz like nobody's business, and he does this thing where he goes into the crowd. He's got his saxophone, and he goes into the crowd, and people are pulling their phones out and doing all their stuff, and he stops in the middle of this, and he's like, I know you guys are really loving this moment and everything, but I have professionally produced videos over there, DVDs, and he goes, I don't have an issue with it if you want to do it for personal use, but he goes, too many things end up on YouTube, and he goes, the sound is horrible.
That's right.
Or
the lighting's horrible.
The lighting is bad.
Is horrible. You got a crappy camera and you don't know what you're doing.
And people see that.
And so you go, oh, this is great, and you're putting it up there.
Yeah, and people see it, and they immediately go, oh, that's Joseph Vincelli.
Exactly.
And they have a huge issue with it. Another one of my buddies, Anthony Gomes, who... I
don't know one person in the entertainment business, unless... I mean, if you look great, if you're young, you look great. Connor looks great, okay? Wait till you're my age.
Connor looks great.
Age, Connor, okay? You're going to be out there.
That's awesome.
You know, okay? Shit happens, okay? So you
Connor looks great. Take all the video of him you want.
Take all the video. He's going to look fine, okay?
Yeah, he's a high schooler.
Give him some time.
He's fine.
He's going to look like shit like the rest of us unless you get the right light and everything else, right? So you got to put that, you're putting that image out there, and people just have to be polite about it and ask, and don't assume that it's okay.
There was a band. They weren't even a really good band, but there was a band a couple years ago. They had played in Salina a couple times, and I went to do some research on them because I was going to do a radio interview with them, and they said they had music videos on YouTube. The first 10 things I saw was a bunch of morons with their cameras at the Blue Goat, and the sound it was horrid.
I know, it's horrid.
And I'm like, okay, where's their music videos? Well, it was buried on the 5th page of YouTube because there's all this video.
Right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You know,
so,
but there's not much
thank you for saying that. I'm so glad there's artists that
because sometimes some people just really don't get it.
They don't.
But I don't know anybody who does this for a living as a business who's not somewhat cognizant of their image and what goes out, you know?
Well, I remember when we started doing Jiggy Jag TV, and I always like to say Jiggy Jag TV was the worst produced TV show, but I did a heck of a lot of work to make it look that bad, and people knew it, and as we started going along, we had different things where I wanted to do video interviews and when we'd have some of these bigger names, some of the people that are up on this wall in here, I had to have a microphone that was hooked into a cord that was hooked into the camera. And God bless him, he's still alive, he's a cancer survivor, but Jesus Christ, Ninja Larry, he was always like, just go off the camera, Mike, Jiggy. No. It's got to sound decent. Right. And so as we moved along with the TV show, the production quality went up, even though the production quality was fine in the very beginning. But I agree, you know, people, they just don't get it. They don't know the hell they're doing out here.
They don't know what they're doing, and they can do their camera, you can share it on right there, and here we
they're
go.
doing the Facebook, the Twitter, they're pinning it on their Pinterest wall, all that crap.
And then somebody Googles you, and there's something, you know, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And see, there's people, and especially here in Hutchinson,
they just don't know.
There's people like Greg Holmes who do excellent video because he knows what he's doing.
Greg's a good friend of
And
mine.
it's like those kind of people. Ross was always that way in Salina. It was those are good people. They know what the hell they're doing. And then there's a bunch of morons with a camera going, "Hey!"
You ask Greg sometimes how cranky I am about videos. I'm like, take it down, take it down, take it down. He's got some good stuff. But,
oh yeah.
You know, and he'll go, no, the background's there, the lights are there. You know, Greg, I look like shit.
Well, and there's a lot of times that I'll do video like for like Third Thursday and things, but I only do it in 30-second clips if I don't get their permission, because I know that within 30 seconds you're going to be able to hear the music, hear the artist, see where they are, but that's it. And we're getting apparently a knock at the door. Someone apparently is here. I wonder who the hell's here. It's the police. Who is it? Is it Sting? Is it Desert Rose? Who is it? It's, I don't know who it is.
Oh, you got all kinds of stuff in here. Is Steve here?
It's an open door policy. Steve Lubsey, maybe.
Next door. Next door to you.
The professor. Is that who you were looking for?
He drives a Lexus?
He drives a Lexus. Yes, actually, he is here. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go through the door there and around the corner. He's in the kitchen.
Okay.
Go looking for Steve. Steve is in there somewhere.
Steve got company.
Steve Lubsey, the professor, is the equivalent to the guy who sleeps on the couch in the movie Half Baked.
Oh yeah, you
gotta have one of those. That is the equivalent of who he is.
Yeah.
Kevin.
This show, people just wander through.
The thing with the radio show, and I started this in Salina. This is another thing that we've got to get rid of. Open door policy. I had this thing where it was like anybody could show up anytime, anywhere. And so we'd have 35 different rappers show up. We'd have drunk black guys with mixtapes calling us on the phone, going, "Hey man, I got my mixtape, dog." And we're like, "Who is this?" "Oh, it's me, brother." Did you find Steve?
Yes, I did. He's busy on a phone call right now.
Okay. Well, that's good. Then we'll, I guess, come back later or whatever.
Are you the radio guy?
That's what we're trying to do here. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even know who you are.
I'm Jackie.
Go find a microphone somewhere, Jackie. Go sit at the desk there. We've got you here. Have a seat, Jackie. Apparently Jackie has just showed up here. We'll put her up on the Ustream for everybody. Okay. This is what happens with the open door policy, David. And this is why it needs to go away. But,
I'm in apartment F.
You live in apartment F. Here in the old craziness.
You don't sing?
No.
Darn. You know Matilda? Her name Matilda. Chance.
No.
Do you know Earth to Matilda?
Maria.
Connor's getting quite the education today, David. Connor's getting quite the education today, baby.
These people are crazy.
This is the craziest thing. This is harkens back to the old Salina shows. Oh God, I hope you're watching this on Ustream. we got David Vidal with us today. We've got Kevin Seig with us today. Connor from Earth to Matilda, and apparently from Apartment F, Jackie showed up towards the end of the show. Have a seat, Jackie. We're getting it in. People just wander into this show. We're supposed to have Nate from the Joy Cops here, but he's nowhere to be found. So.
Well, Jackie's just...
Jackie's just sick. He took his spot.
Jackie showed up.
Okay, Kevin, you had a song.
Yeah, I did.
Go. Go. We might as well. This is just craziness. Oh, God, I hope you're watching these videos on your stream.
Okay.
It's a remix of what I did a long time ago.
It's a remix.
Cow Nation.
Cow
It
Nation?
used to be called Cow Dude, Cow Girl, Cow World.
Cow Nation.
Cow Nation.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Musical interlude that goes on. I just don't know what to say here.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, apparently.
Don't forget to join the Army, kids.
My
We
God.
love you at the Kansas. Support your troops. Colonel Kevin has spoken.
We've got, it is Radio Xenu. We are in the chat room. The chat room apparently is loving this last part of the show. They like David's discussion of the music, about the music industry. We might just have to have you on for an hour sometime. You just run down why the music industry sucks, David. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's going through a transition. I love to sometimes.
We've got Connor from Earth to Matilda, who you are getting quite the education today,
Oh,
my
yeah.
friend. Everything that's good about America. You're getting it going today. Everything that's bad about America too. In the last 5 minutes, we've got Kevin Seig in the building. My good close personal longtime friend David Vidal is here, and apparently out of nowhere, it's the open door policy, and there she's waving to the Ustreamers, Jaggy from Apartment F. Jesus Christ. And that shot right there for folks on Ustream is the most dysfunctional Brady Bunch ever. That's going to be the new season of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
It's going to get canceled after one episode. But
I was staying.
Do you think I could play another song? Do we have time?
yes, if we've got time, if you want to do one more.
Yeah, I'll do another one.
David,
You know what? The girl across the way
go
wanted
Jackie,
to play
go
with you.
baby.
She wanted to play with you. The girl across the way. And this other
Play with us. She wanted to play with us. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she seen me leave. She
Dang
sees him just leave with the guitar, and she's like, "I want to play with him."
Oh, really? Dr. Jiggy.
She wanted to play with us. Yeesh. But as Connor is tuning up here, David, being in the music industry and doing all the stuff that you've done, do you have any advice for Connor as he's starting out here? Besides the whole staying young thing.
Yeah, stay young.
I like this segment.
Don't get on the radio.
Live in a home. Have a trust fund.
Have a trust fund.
Yeah.
Or as the
Okay.
Professor Tom Likas says, is a
Jackie
fucking fund.
Jackie has a trust fund.
Mary Jack.
Jackie's got a
Mary-
question.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie, go,
You can marry
Jackie, go.
Yeah, 'cause you got it.
Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier, not doing that
Over
today.
3.
And send them all to the army.
Send them all.
Give them commandment.
Teach them from a young age.
And no heroin, no more.
No more heroin.
Get off the heroin, Connor.
Oh yeah, get off the heroin.
Oh no!
This segment of our radio show is brought to you by Beth.
Let's talk about it.
This segment of the world famous Jiggy Jaguar show brought to you by a local drug infested neighborhood. Then we got,
Does your mom know about the heroin?
I just don't know
She's not watching this.
anymore.
Oh, she won't have to come back here ever again. She don't watch this on the computer.
She's probably watching.
Oh, God.
Oh God! Oh God is probably what I'm saying. Oh God! Connor's first and last appearance as a solo artist in the world famous Jiggy Jaguar. Okay, what do you got for us here, man?
I'll play another one off the EP. I have on the EP, it's kind of a demo version of this song. It's called
Okay.
It Has to Get Better Because It Can't Get Worse, which is going to be the title track to my upcoming album, It Has to Get Better Because It Can't Get Worse.
It's kind of like the last 5 minutes of this show. Go, baby, go!
Don't forget Murphy's Law, Connor.
So close, but yet so far away. Can't smell the ocean, which adds to my dismay. Of course, times are rough. That's no excuse for this abuse. I'm sorry, but it's what I choose. Times are rough. But is that enough? that's no excuse for this abuse. I'm sorry, but it's what I choose. Times are rough, but is that enough? Times are rough, but is that enough? Summer isn't what it used to be. There's no sense that I'm free. But I'm wishing you could see me. Even though I'm not happy. Times are rough, but is that enough? Times are rough, but is that enough?
Yeah, like it.
We are getting lots and lots of reaction from that song in our chat room. We have all sorts of people who love your music, Connor.
Oh,
So
thank you.
keep this
That's
stuff
awesome.
going.
Earth Matilda's not a band, it's just you, right?
No, Earth to Matilda is a band. This is
Earth
like
to
my
Matilda
solo
is like the
side
new
project.
Beatles.
Yeah.
I mean, I can play an Earth to Matilda song if you want me to. Do we have time?
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear one more, and then we'll
Yeah,
wrap everything
I
up?
do.
Okay.
All
I
right.
have to tune real quick, so.
Earth to Matilda, I kind of liken them to the New Age Beatles because they've got all these
Beatles?
rabid little fans that just follow them everywhere. It's not like David Vidal fans who are educated and all these things. I shouldn't say Earth to Matilda fans are idiots. I'm just saying that, you know.
Well, they're calm now. Our bands are old.
Okay, they're old.
They were Tennessee, the Ties, right? Well, my fans are in Larners.
Well,
You what?
Larnard is a spot here in Kansas where they put a lot of. It's got a mental institution,
Oh, yeah.
and so
Yeah.
and so when he says all of his fans are in Larnard, it's like, well, you said it, brother. I didn't.
Are you
So-
entertaining now?
Yes, I am.
Now, Connor, before we let you get into this song, I don't know why I'm doing this. I have to do this because the people in the chat room are going to go insane, and I guess at this point I'm doing this show for the people in the chat room. But Jackie from Apartment F, what did you think of? Oh, Jesus. It's like she's been called on in a class. What did you think of Connor's last song?
I really liked it. I did. I really liked it.
It was good.
Thank
Very
you.
great. Am I
Thank
playing
you.
the background on this one?
The background on the
Am
last
I playing the
one?
background?
Oh, you can play in the background, yeah.
What key are you playing?
Now it's totally
what
broken
song
down.
Should I play? I'm trying to think of a song I should
It's
play.
totally
I could,
broken
play-
down at this point, if it hasn't already.
I don't know. I could just play.
This show always
my
gets
standard
extremely
song,
strange
G
towards the
minor.
last 10 minutes of the show.
I'll play Yolanda Can't Do Highways. Again.
What is it called?
Yolanda Can't Do Highways.
Yolanda?
Yes.
I know her. She's in prison.
Oh.
I know her.
She can't do highways.
It's a
She don't do highways?
Yeah, she doesn't.
Okay.
It's the
True
name
story?
of this kid's car that I know.
Okay.
Ah, I figured it had something to do with a car.
Yeah, it is. It's
No,
the name
so
of
I
it.
figured
This
it had
kid
something to do with a
named
car.
His car Yolanda, so I kind of made that a song title. So
Okay, well, Connor, get it going, baby.
Falling all the time, stressed out of my mind, out with the old, in with the new. Why the hell do they teach you? I left you all alone all the time. I left you all alone all the time. Stressed out of my mind. Wherever I go, I can't stop thinking of what I can't do. I see through you. I left you all alone all the time. I left you all alone all the time. Older than I was before. I'm older than I was stepping out of my shell. And it's nothing like I've ever known before. I left you all alone all the time. I left you all alone all the time. Older than I was before. Older than I was Yeah,
Awesome.
that one's pretty electric.
It is Connor from Earth to Matilda, David Vidal. He's going to have a brand new CD, Infamous, coming out in October. And Kevin Seig, who is actively looking for paid gigs across the country and around the world. And randomly, at the end of this broadcast, she was coming in to see the professor, and we have being joined by apparently people on Radio Xenu are just I don't know, they've fallen in love with Jackie from Apartment F today. I don't know why, but we've got thank God this show is at its end.
Is it because I'm in my PJs?
Thanks to everybody. I don't know what the hell that was. That was gold. I feel like it's the Howard Stern show at this point. Thanks to David Vidal. Infamous is going to be out very soon. And thanks to Connor from Earth to Matilda. And thanks to Kevin Seig, who swung in and Thanks to all of you for listening to the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. That is that, and we will see you next week.
Can I